guys, so today I'm going to be making a video about my spirituality because I fucking want to, and that's it. Also, I'm sure you're wondering like what is going on like here. I thought it would be super cute to like put like little daisies on my face, but turns out they do not look like daisies at all, so like abstract art on my face, so yeah, I never really get an excuse to like do fun crazy makeup except for like for YouTube, so like that just might be a thing. Like next week I might do like some colorful freckles. So first off, I want to give you a little bit of background on my like religious upbringing. Ever since I can remember, I went to a Lutheran church. My dad's Lutheran, my mom was just raised like Christian, and so I was raised Lutheran, and we had, and like, I don't know if you know about like Lutherans, but you have to get confirmed, you go to a certain amount of Sunday schools, you go to a certain amount of midweek, which is like church classes on Wednesday, and you like learn all this stuff, and you have homework, and you have to like memorize all these things about the church, and then after, gosh, 5 years, you start in 3rd grade and you end in 8th grade and you get confirmed in 8th grade. And after 5 years of all that, you go in front of your church, in front of your congregation, and you like show them everything you know. They like quiz you on all the stuff that you know, and then you like pick a Bible verse, and it's like this whole big thing. And it's like this big honor, like for Lutherans or whatever. And so I went through all that and I learned everything about it. And then about a year after that, I kind of strayed away and I was like, you know what, I don't really agree with this anymore. I don't really like what they're like teaching us. Which, first, a disclaimer about everything that I'm saying. These are just my personal views, and I know some people get really offended when you don't agree with their own religious views, which, I mean, is fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own belief. Everybody is entitled to think whatever the hell they want. But this is just my own personal, like, opinion on everything. So, really, my only problem with Lutheranism and like Christianity as a whole is just the condemning of people. First of all, we're taught that our God is a loving God. He loves us so much. He wants to save us and all this stuff. But everybody who's not baptized and doesn't believe that Jesus like died for their sins goes to hell. And I just really struggled with that because like not even half the world's population is Christian, like not even, and like when you go back in time, not even half of the people that have lived are Christian, and I just couldn't wrap my brain around all of those people burning in hell forever. Like or like babies or little children or people who are raised differently and don't even know that like Christianity is a thing or that it's an option. Like innocent people, I just couldn't wrap my head around them like going to hell, and that was a big problem for me when I was like learning everything. And another thing that like made me uncomfortable was asking questions was really frowned upon. Like, I mean, asking questions about the Bible and about everything was fine, but like invasive questions were like, oh, what if God isn't real? What if like do all these other people like burn? What if their religions are true? Like, I distinctly remember being like a 4th grader and like having like this like really disconcerting thought of like, what if our religion is wrong? Like, what if like Jewish people are right, or what if Islamic people like know what's up, or like what if like all of the like, oh gosh, like Buddhism and Hinduism, what if they know what's going on? Like there's so many different religions out there and like denominations of the different religions. Like, how do we know that we are right? And I just remember grappling with that and like not feeling safe at my church to like ask that question. And I mean, all the people at my church were so nice. Like, it was a great like community and just a bunch of like really nice people, but I was like embarrassed to ask that question, and they kind of would get like a little defensive if you like brought anything up like that, and it would just make me uncomfortable. And so then probably my 9th grade year, I began to drift away and say, hey, I don't really want to go to church anymore. I want to like kind of think about things on my own. And my parents were kind of upset. They were like, how do you not like believe this? Like, you were raised this, how do you not get it? And I was just like, well, like, I thought about it and I just don't think I agree with these views anymore. And so I had to go to church occasionally. But for the most part, I stopped going to church and I started thinking about it. And I went through a phase where I was like atheist, and like probably like for like a month I was like, yeah, no, like there's nothing out there, but then that's a really desolate view of the world and the universe, and I started learning more about the universe, and it just didn't like it went away. And so now I think I'm classified as like agnostic, because like I know there's a higher power. There has to be a higher power, whether it be like God, whether it be ghosts, whether it be like aliens, whether it be just like the universe like as a consciousness. Like there's definitely a higher power out there. And the thing is, we don't know. Like, we don't know who's right. Like, it could be the Christian God, it could be the Islamic God, it could be deities, it could be multiple gods, it could be all these different things, but we don't know. And there are stories of people who say that they died and like went to heaven and like all these different things, but they are just stories, and you cannot base that on like that person. And that's a whole another video in itself, like talking about DMT and all the stuff that happens when you die and all this crazy stuff. But yeah, but like another thing is like, it's a higher power. Like, we're just people. Like, it's higher than us. We're not going to understand it. But I also, like, I know I did a disclaimer earlier, but I also just want to say that I am really extremely respectful of people who are Christian or any religion, honestly. Like, I really respect that, and I think it is really beautiful that you have that comfort of that this being watching over you. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I cannot say anybody is wrong, because, like, we don't fucking know. We don't know what happens after we die. Like, we could be ghosts, we could be reincarnated, we could be in heaven and hell, we could be in a new place altogether. Like, we don't fucking know what happens when you die. Personally, I think it is something positive that will happen to you. I don't think it is nothing. I don't think that hell is really a thing. I love the idea of reincarnation, but there's also a theory that whatever you believe happens to you. So if you believe in heaven and hell, you will go to heaven and be judged and go to either, or if you believe in reincarnation, you will be reincarnated, or like fucking if you're an atheist and you don't believe in anything, like fucking nothing's gonna happen to you and you just won't exist anymore. Personally, that is my favorite theory, I think, right? Like, that theory and then like reincarnation. But like, because of that theory, like, I'm like reincarnation. Like, reincarnation has to be a thing. Like, I love that idea. So yeah, I really hope that this video didn't like offend anybody, because I can't say it enough. You believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, everybody is entitled to their own beliefs. Unless you believe that like molesting children is okay and like killing people, and like, unless you believe in like fucked up shit, like, I'm about to respect your beliefs, because like, everybody's beliefs should be respected, and like, I want mine to be respected, and so you gotta give to get. But yeah, so this was kind of just like a ramble, and I hope you guys liked it. I really hope it wasn't offensive, because lots of people do kind of get their panties in a knot when you talk about religion, but I love talking about religion. I love hearing other people's views. I love to talk about my own views, because I just think it's a really fascinating topic. So I hope this isn't taken the wrong way. This is just personally what I believe and what I think about all this stuff. So yeah, that is, in a nutshell, my spirituality. I hope y'all are having a great day or a great night, and I fucking hate myself for saying y'all, but yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, because I want you to. Okay, bye.